Hey guys, it's Kyle Thompson here with eXp Realty, bringing you the final market update for June, and this week we're going to be covering townhomes. Let's jump right into it. All right, so at a glance, we had 59 new listings, 30 new sales. The average list price was $569,173. The average sale price was $555,841. Average sale price to list ratio was 97.86. The average days on market was 38, and we ended the month with an inventory of 114. So let's jump over and take a look at the market conditions. And as always, I like to use both the monthly supply of inventory method as well as the sales to new listing ratio, as I find using both measures gives a more complete picture of what's going on in the market. And when we use the monthly supply of inventory method, we come in at 4.7, which puts us right into a neutral market. If we use the sales to new listing ratio instead, we come in at 51%, which is also right in the middle of a neutral market. So now let's take a look at the active inventory. For the second month in a row, new listings were 59, sales jumped up from 22 up to 30, expireds fell from 8 down to 6, and the benchmark price for a townhome in Kamloops fell $800 from $539,900 down to $539,100. Now, let's take a look at the end of month inventory. So last month, we ended the month with an inventory of 114, which is the highest this time of the year, going back all the way to 2016. We're almost double what we were this time of the year last year. Now, let's take a look at new listings. So far, year to date, we've had 232 new listings, which is about 6% below the 10-year average of 218. When we look at sales instead, we see that so far year to date, we've had 121 townhome sales, which is about 20% below the 10-year average of 151. Now let's take a look at the sales dashboard, starting off with the average sale price. This table is measuring year-over-year changes, and when looked at that way, average sale price is up about 1%, rising from $542,000 and change up to $548,000 and change. Currently, the most expensive areas of town are Sun Peaks, Sun Rivers, and Tobiano, with an average sale price ranging between $615,000 all the way up to $972,000. And currently, the cheapest areas of town are Brock, North Cam, and Westmont, with an average sale price ranging between $365,000 up to just shy of $420,000. Now, let's take a look at the sale to list price ratio. So as always, this is just a measure of how much properties are selling below the list price, and it's a good proxy for how much negotiating room you have when you're the buyer. With that said, last month we came in at 97.86, which is actually fairly high, but it is middle of the road over the last 12 months. So that means there isn't all that much room to negotiate when you're the buyer. However, it did fall about 0.6%, so a little bit better than April, but still relatively high. Now, let's take a look at sales by sub-area. Again, this table is measuring full year over full year changes, and when looked at that way, townhome sales are up about 19.26%, with most areas being up, the exception being Brocklehurst, Sun Peaks, and Dufferin. And there's a couple other areas that are down, but their sale volume is so low that it doesn't really matter. Now, finally, let's take a look at days on market to sell, starting off with the 10-year. So far, year to date, it's taken an average of 46 days for townhomes to sell, which is exactly on par with the 10-year average. When we look at it by the trailing 12 months instead, we see that in May, it took an average of 38 days for properties to sell, which is about 17% below the 12-month average of 46. Finally, let's take a look at it by sub-area. So again, this is a full year over a full year, and when looked at that way, properties are taking about 4% longer to sell, with an average days on market rising from 43 up to 45. Currently, the fastest areas of town to sell are Dufferin, Juniper, and Aberdeen, with an average days on market between 15 up to 35. And the slowest areas of town to sell are Tobiano, Sun Peaks, and Bachelor, with an average days on market of anywhere between 76 up to 90 days. That's all we have for today. As always, I hope that you're continuing to get value out of these market updates. If you are, consider liking and subscribing to my YouTube channel. And if you ever feel like you need something more thoroughly explained, or maybe would like something added to these market updates, please feel free to leave your suggestions in the comment section below, and I'll get to them as soon as I'm able. Thanks for watching.